Oh God. Hello everyone and welcome to Wednesday. I think I feel worse than yesterday. And that's not great. I don't like feeling worse. Who would? I slept pretty well. Actually, arguably the most uninterrupted sleep I've had since I've been sick. Because I had 7 hours of just pure uninterrupted sleep, and that was really good. But I did go to bed a little late. I went to bed later than I should have, and, I feel bad about that. I got in bed, and of all things, I had went to the vlog and looked at the videos and just started scrolling and kind of reliving like the past 12 or 13 months, just like looking at the titles and thumbnails and remembering like everything that's happened. And in a few instances, I would click through and like just watch a tiny bit of some of the videos. And I stayed up late. I was in the guest room by myself. I stayed up late doing that. But it was a good reminder of like, holy crap, so much has happened. This has been a wild 12 months. Probably the, craziest 12 months in our lives. And it was fun a little bit to reminisce and then also just be like, wow, so much has happened. But by the time I was done, I looked at the time and I was like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. So I slept and I had 7 hours uninterrupted sleep. And then I was up for a little bit and then I snoozed a little bit more. So I had some sleep, but even once I got up and moving, I don't feel very good today. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I stayed up and I started my meds a little bit later than I have been, or if, my sleep schedule got a little off because of that, or if, maybe I pushed myself too hard yesterday because, we did 2 streams yesterday. We did breakfast stream and the tabletop stream. And I certainly felt fine while I was doing them, but maybe, that was a lot for me. I don't know. But now I'm just kind of like, well, this sucks. So I'm going to, I still have plenty of work to do. I'm going to do a little work, and then I think I'm going to lay down because I have a dull headache. I think it's the sinus headache back, to be honest. And it just sucks a lot. So I thought I was like really on the mend, and then today is a little bit of a setback. So I'm hoping if I get a really solid nap in that it'll maybe help. I guess I just need to keep resting. Mallory woke up with a real bad ice pick headache, which she does sometimes, but fortunately not having any other things.
Symptoms? No. I mean, I was stuffy, but I'm allergic to Kepler, and I'm always taking allergy meds in the morning, and I hadn't taken them yet because I just woke up.
Poor Cappy.
So that might have been that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm getting ice pick headaches really bad today.
But fortunately, still not showing any signs of catching what I have, or if she had it, it's extremely mild. So I'm grateful for that. Okay, I'm gonna go upstairs and get a little bit done.
What do you need? Huh? What do you need or think you need? If someone didn't know better, they would think that we had rats. Look at this. You chew on boxes. He says, yeah, I know. So I'm nearing the end of the day here, and I'm pretty happy with how the day changed, because this morning, well, I can't even say this morning, it was most of the day. Most of the day I didn't feel very good, and that did get better over time. I don't know why I felt so bad earlier, but it did eventually get better, and in case some of it had to do with my sleep getting a little screwed up, I'm being very vigilant to go to bed early tonight to make sure that I continue to get excess rest. So I'm going to be going to bed here soon. I got more stuff done. It's always weird talking about things I've already done on the vlog, because by the time you get this, it's like, well, of course you did that, Steven. It was a while ago. But for right now, I have actually started editing Karley's wedding.
And it's going pretty well. I think the thing that's exciting to me, and this ventures into camera talk a little bit, is that it came out really good. Like, I remember after the ceremony, what do you call the thing that happens after the ceremony of the wedding? The reception? Reception. So I remember being in the reception and setting the camera to the second native ISO, and everything being like correctly exposed. And just I remember thinking, oh, that's good. Like, I don't have to do any, like, it looks really, really good right now, and it's at the base ISO, which means there won't be any, like, added digital noise or anything. So now that I actually have it at home and I'm looking at it on a big 4K monitor, I'm like, oh, it looks really great. It looks really great. And the thing that's really nice about it is that because it was all correctly exposed, like, there, like, the lighting and everything was just, like, you know, perfect for what I was shooting. It really doesn't need any work. It really doesn't need to be played with. Like, the skin tones are all natural, and, like, everything looks really good, and I don't want to mess with it. Partially because it looks good, and then partially because it'll take me a great deal of time to mess with, you know, 90 minutes worth of clips, and it's just not necessary. I played around with the ceremony a little bit, but the ceremony was also a little different because I had to change some things, and then also there was natural light coming in, so I had to, you know, deal with that. But, like, for the B-roll, I'm like, this is some of the best looking stuff that I've probably ever shot, and, you know, some of the best looking stuff that's come out of this camera for sure. I really love the Candid Videography. Like, that's all of this B-roll stuff that I did, you know, in between the ceremony and the speeches. Like, it's all just candid stuff, and I really love that because it shows, in my opinion, a better idea of, like, what the atmosphere and what the party and stuff was really like. And I just love shooting that. It's very fun for me. And, you know, it's a little hard because I'm 6.5 feet tall. So I'm trying to do it as candidly as possible from, like, across the room at the full range of the lens. But it was really fun to shoot this. And I'm so glad that it came out looking as good as it does. I'm really, really happy about that. But I'm just putting some of it to music, and then that's basically it. Like, I'm cutting the full wedding for Karley, and then I'm cutting that down quite a bit for the vlog. So the vlog will be kind of a very condensed version. But the fact that I got to it today is exciting. So I might finish that up tomorrow. It'll really depend on how tomorrow goes. But the fact that I got to it today, I'm like, yeah, this is good. This is really good. And I'm going to be getting in bed early. I didn't get a nap. I know earlier I was talking about taking a nap. I never took one, so I guess the trade-off is I'm going to go to bed early. Anyway, all right. That's it. I'm really hopeful that I wake up feeling, you know, better tomorrow than I did today, because it was I spent the first part of it today feeling really crummy, and I don't want to feel crummy anymore. So we'll see what happens. But I'm hopeful. I'm really hopeful. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?